Okay, Scott here from Vino, Las Vegas. We're here at a tasting here in Monterey County. I ran into a legend here. You may not think you are. Phill Woodward, you know, started with Chalone, and now you're Graff Family Vineyards. So tell me about, I just got to go right to the chase. Tell me about the judgment of 76.
Well, it was Stephen Spurrier, of course, and Stephen walked into our office. We had a little office in the basement of a building in San Francisco. He walked in, introduced himself. I'd never heard of him before, but he said he was going to have a little tasting in Paris, and he wanted our 1973 Chardonnay. And I said, gee, we're sold out, but I have 74. So he said, okay, that's fine. So I gave him a few bottles for it. Never paid any attention to it after that until it came out in Time magazine. But we got the results from it when we realized that Chateau Molina got first. But when you looked at the all the points, we had more first places than they did. They had more second and third, so cumulative points, they came out ahead. So it was kind of fun. And of course, a lot of people knew about it. We reran that same tasting at the Vintners Club in San Francisco a year later. Exact same wines. And this time, Chalone Vineyard got first place.
You know, that is an incredible story. So now you're Graff wines. So tell me about that. You're Graff family wines. So tell me about that. You're in Carmel Valley.
No, we're Graff Family Vineyards. The vineyards are at Chalone, in the Chalone appellation, near the Pinnacles. Dick Graff was my co-founding partner. The two of us started Chalone Vineyard, way back in the late 60s. Dick was tragically lost his life in an airplane accident a little over 10 years ago. And when we sold the Chalone Wine Group, by that time we were 12 wineries, we kept these vineyards. Dick was no longer with us, but these vineyards belonged to Dick and I personally. So they didn't go in the sale. Of course, we sold everything else except my house and these vineyards. And we now make Graff Family Vineyards in honor of Dick, obviously, and his mother, who gave us the $25,000 to start the company back in 1966. So the winemaker from Chalone Vineyard left, joined with me, and together we built a little winery out here in Carmel Valley Road. So the wines are actually made there. We're not big enough to have a tasting room, so we use events like this to be our tasting room. It's just my wife and I now. You know, no big company anymore. It's fun again. And basically, with the proceeds and the profits of this wine, we have the Graff Family Woodward, Woodward Graff Wine Foundation, where all the profits go to give scholarships to students who want to study wine at both Cal Poly San Luis Obispo, CSU Monterey Bay, and Cal Poly Pomona, California. So we support the wine programs there with scholarships.
You know, that is, I love it when I hear a story like that, because it's all about giving back. You may not want to be called a legend, but you are a legend, whether you like that term or not, because you made American wine history. You were there, and you really put California wines on the map. And you have it's a pleasure to meet you. And so tell me about, we have some of the wines here today.
All right, today we're making primarily Rhone wines because those are the varietals that we were experimenting with at Chalone Vineyard back in the 80s. We have the Pinot Blanc, which is really made from the cuttings of the original 1945 Pinot Blanc vineyard at Chalone. And then we have our Viognier, a white grape from the Rhone Valley. We make Mourvedre, which very few people do. Again, 100% Mourvedre. Another Rhone wine, primarily from Provence. And we have our Consensus, which is a blend of Syrah, Mourvedre, and Viognier. A little touch of Viognier there.
I normally start with the back.
About 400 to 500 cases of each, and that's it.
You know, that is really odd. You know, to me, it's like a pleasure to meet you. You know, and we're just kind of walking by, and actually, Elaine came by and said, "You got to come over to Graff. You got to come over to Graff." So trust me, I'm so glad. I mean, out of all the people here, some great wines here today. But it was such a pleasure to meet you.
Thank you.
Such a pleasure, and good luck, and thank you.
Having fun again.